Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Nuraini Sofia binti Muhammad Fauzi. My group and I will present about the foreign policy and political leadership. Before that, I will present about the bilateral policy in the era of Dato Sri NAJIB Tun Abdul Razak. This bilateral policy really important in the era of Dato Sri NAJIB Tun Abdul Razak because he chose to go further to emphasize more proactive foreign policy than in the time and the era of the Tun Abdullah. However, this bilateral policy will be difficult when there is understanding occur between two foreigners. But since independence and until now, Malaysia is still doing this bilateral policy between Malaysia and China according to the policy and the principle in humanity, peace and justice between two regions. That's all from me. Now I will pass this presentation to the second presenter.
Thank you to first presenter. My name is Nuraini binti Abdullah. I would like to present about the advantage of Dato Sri NAJIB Razak in foreign policy. The first advantage is employment and economic growth. Foreign policy is designed to ensure a country gets the best in terms of trade deals and favor for its citizens. A good foreign policy will ensure the citizens of a country gets more employment and opportunities. For example, the manufacturing sector is an important sector for the development of Malaysian economy. Program the Plain Economy Transformation (ETP) also clearly shows that several sub-industries, the manufacturing sector plays an important role as the main generator of national income in line with aspiration, making Malaysia a high-income country by 2020. The second advantage is better relations. This means that foreign policy plays an important role in establishing better relations with other countries. This also goes a long way in improving the business prospect between these two countries. For example, the inflow of foreign investment into Malaysia is the largest in Asia and the local bourse is the most stable in the region. Malaysia has also received various international recognitions. Among them, the A and stable rating by Fitch Ratings ranked 18th in the World Bank's list of ease of doing business, as well as 14th in the list of most competitive economies. Next is economic development stimulations. Foreign policy can sometimes stimulate the economic development of a country depending on how it was crafted. Each country must strive to get the best out of its own foreign policy. For example, to boost the economy and provide employment opportunities to the people, Malaysia needs economic stimulus projects filled in the areas that are being developed. Among the economic stimulus projects are the ECRL, East Coast Railway Project, Kuala Lumpur, Singapore HSR, High Speed Rail, Pan Borneo Highway, Bandar Malaysia, Tun Razak Exchange, MRT, Pengerang KL 118 and others. The last advantage is easy international trade. Foreign policy has made it easier for countries to conduct international trade. Countries with converging foreign policy may find it quite easy to do business together than those with conflicting foreign policy. For example, the Malaysian economy has achieved encouraging growth in the past because, among other things, we have managed to increase international trade. The country's trade accounts for almost 200% of GDP, which is among the highest in the world. That's all from me. Thank you. I will pass to the next presenter.
Now I will present about the impact. There are 4 impacts due to this bilateral policy between Malaysia and other countries. First impact is the existence of the economic progress. In economic progress, foreigners will attract to invest in the industry, agriculture, and other economic progress. For example, in 2013, the volume has increased until reach 106 billion USD, and automatically has made Malaysia and China is the one of the trading partner in ASEAN. The second impact is the increases in the standards of living. The standard of living will be increased when there is the foreign company open job opportunities towards Malaysian people. For example, Panasonic and Intel company. As we know, when the standard of living increase and job opportunities also increase, there will be decrease the unemployment people in Malaysia. The next impact is the increasing in the tourism sector. Due to the bilateral policy between Malaysia and China, it will increasing in the tourism sector because other foreigners will come Malaysia and visit here. Not only that, when foreigners coming here, that means they trust our security that can save them from any harm and danger. The last impact is the establishment of the technology sharing. This technology sharing will occur when there is the good relationship between Malaysia and the other countries. For example, the ambassador from China stated that he welcomed Malaysia to cooperate with them in the e-commerce, artificial intelligence AI, student and product exchange. All of these positive impacts can lead to the good relation between Malaysia and China. Now, I will pass the next presentation to the next presenter.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you to the previous presenter. My name is Kaisara Izzati binti Abdul Rashid. Today I will talk about the strategy of Dato Sri Najib Razak in foreign policy. The first one is largest trading partner. China is now Malaysia's fourth largest trading partner and the fourth largest export market. Most of Malaysia's imports are from China. Residents of both countries are also frequent visitors, with a total of more than 3 million tourists recorded each year. The second one is domestic economic circulation. Domestic demand in Malaysia and China remain high because an increase in China's domestic demand will help export sector of countries in the region and their recovery, with the circulation of the international economy interdependent and driven. The third one is comprehensive strategy. The visit opened a new chapter in the history of both countries. China and Malaysia relations are now not only the best period in history, but also continue to be at the forefront of relations between China and ASEAN. In 2013, Chinese President Xi Jinping, together with NAJIB, agreed to enhance relations between the two countries as a comprehensive strategic partnership. The last one is exchange and cultural cooperation. A Chinese enterprise signed an agreement with a Malaysian enterprise deciding to jointly produce a large live-action outdoor show Impression Malacca, which will stay in Malaysia for performance on a long-term basis. In October, the two governments signed the agreement on science, technology, and innovation cooperation. That's all from me. I will pass to the next presenter.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you for the fourth presenter. My name is Nur Izzati Muhammad Syari. In this video, I am going to explain the conclusion for this topic, which is foreign policy and political leadership. As mentioned just now, in this video, we are explaining the advantages of Dato Sri Najib in foreign policy. Also, we are explaining the impacts of Dato Sri Najib in foreign policy. And not to forget, we also explain the strategy of Datuk Seri Najib did in foreign policy. So there are 4 advantages of Datuk Seri Najib in foreign policy, which is the first one is employment and economic boost. The second one is better relation, and followed by economic development stimulation, and lastly is easy international trade. So we move on to the impacts of Datuk Seri Najib in foreign policy. The first impact is the existence of economic progress of the country, and second is the standard of living the community is increasing, and followed by an increasing of tourism sector, and the last impact is establishment of technology sharing. And the strategy of Datuk Seri Najib in foreign policy, also we have 4 strategies, which is the first strategy is largest trading partner, second is domestic economic solution, and the third strategy is comprehensive strategic, and the last strategy is exchange and cultural cooperation. So the conclusion for this topic, I would like to conclude for this topic from advantages and impacts and strategies that Datuk Seri Najib used in foreign policy. We can see that it is more effective and transparent. Moreover, it's related to international community, and we can see that it is an easier for countries to conduct the international trade. It is also increasingly fruitful cooperation of bilateral relations, and lastly, it is good and close cooperation with developed foreign countries. That's all from us. Thank you.